Everybody, it's Mudman. Hope you're having a great weekend. Um, so, so this video is about wrestling. I've been a fan of wrestling for a very long time, as long as I can remember, and and now you've got. If you're a fan, you can watch it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday if you got PLA. But back then you had fewer options. You had WE and WCW. I'm a WCW guy. That's I grew up with. So WE a few years ago got bought out by TKO. So so and the product has since McMahon no longer run the company. The product has changed. So 2 years ago, WWE let's have WrestleMania in Vegas. Okay, cool. A lot of stuff to do in Vegas, but okay. Well, this year they announced it on TV. We're going to New Orleans for WrestleMania. Okay, that's cool. Have a WrestleMania here down next over Louisiana. Great. Not so fast. So they decided to take WrestleMania. Let's have it back in Vegas. Well, they didn't get the narrative folks they did previous year. Plus, the product overall was not the best. I mean, it was not good. You spend all that effort on your biggest show of the year, and it sucks. Predictable. It's been a long time. Very rare that I'm actually shocked with all the media, all the spoilers you see online. It's hard to tell. A lot of loose lips in the wrestling business. Yeah, I know it's fake. I know it's choreographed, predetermined. But actually, what's on paper don't actually produce a great product. So, SummerSlam's coming up, WE, and they can't get. They're having trouble get butts in the seats. Well, you charge at your ass and prices. People say, "Back at you." I ain't going. And I just and really same old dance. I mean, you're gonna have Roman Reigns versus Rollins, Io Sky versus Liv Morgan, Punk versus Rhodes. Then you may, if the bad guys win tomorrow night, then you have their in a fatal four way. Then you got Gunter and Nick Aldis going on. Then you got Obafemi and Lesnar. What gets me? You have King of the Ring tournament. Obafemi won it. Okay, chance of the title. Not so fast. Not so fast. We're gonna put you round 3 against Brock Lesnar in his home state. So, what's the point having somebody win a match if you don't? Maybe you sing for a rainy day. Yeah, and I hope it's a good match. But people want to see versus. You're gonna wait to WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia? No. So WE's in bed with Saudi Arabia. Money talks. But you can tell by the new conference they had, the wrestling wasn't really through about going back for WrestleMania. Nobody will be able to go see it. You got to dress a certain way if you're a woman, which is bullcrap. So, I mean, have it in England. People can dress, but women can't dress. Have to dress a certain way. No skin covered. it's the servant that fall down their asses. Just saying. And plus, you got war unsaid all around them, so that's not very good. But anyway, they're in bed with WE. They love the wrestling there in Saudi Arabia. So the product WE is suspect. And now folks may have their own opinion about the product. That's fine, but I just think that it is not that good. So I watched the interview Chris Van Beek. They had Paul Heyman on the show. Paul said he's not in the day-to-day conversations. He's in for the long-term conversation. Well, the long-term conversation is bullshit. Okay, it's not working. You SummerSlam when your biggest events a year, and you have to put butts in the seats. Okay, charge that you ask in prices, and that falls under TKO. They run the show. They own WE, and ESPN is in bed with WE. So, will the product ever get better? Probably not. I mean, Triple H is just a puppet. People above him, they ain't got a lick of sense. Even the Zeg said there was a mistake to take it to Vegas 2 years in a row. Too much going on in Vegas. People got gambling going on, and it's a lot of things you could do to go to a wrestling match. And you're there 2 nights. Have it one show, one night. Have your best matches, 3-hour show, 4-hour show max. Then you got people. Well, you got to leave and come back in tomorrow. That is, to me, is just no. It's just celebrities have no part in a match at all. The Pat McAfee deal with Orton and Rhodes, him flipping off the people in the stands, that don't set well with me. I never liked Pat McAfee. He needs to stick with what he's good at, doing whatever bullcrap he does. I think, personal opinion of mine, I think when they release some folks earlier this year, it's affect their programming. You release the White Six, Machine Guns. That's 2 tag teams right there, right off the bat. Well, why you can have 6 guys, tag divisions. White Six. I know that they're connected to Bray Wyatt. Okay, Bray Wyatt is still talked about, well loved. But they could have changed the characters up, and we're gonna just drop the storyline and you're fired. Cause that shouldn't sell with anybody. So last year, Karrion Kross and his wife got released. Looking down, he trying to find out why they come to this particular figure, and they won't give an answer. They just released him. Then this year, New Day, most talented tags ever wrestled, one of the best. Either Big E or Kofi or Woods. Okay, you're doing such a fine job, but we think you need to take a pay cut. Okay, well, they said, well, pay cut, F you, horse you rode on, I'm gone. So they gone. Probably AEW. That's where they end up at. So, Sheamus, tough as nails. They want to take either pay cut or gone. Well, then screw you. I'm going elsewhere. It's just, and there's some that took pay cuts that ain't mentioned, but still, I mean, I don't know. Of course, you got people hurt. Stephanie Valkyrie is hurt. One of the girls I like in WE. She's just got that. And I think that You got Jordan Sparks, Jordan. Anyway, the bound up chick. She's at home doing nothing. I don't get it. Writers need to be fired. If they can't have a simple storyline with any of the girls, then they need to be fired. Writers are just, well, nothing for you. Well, and like for example, Gunter. He retired Goldberg. He retired AJ Styles. He retired John Cena. That should be three legendary guys, and you got them working Nick Aldis. What the hell are you thinking, smoking? I'm not a fan, Gunter. He's just tough as nails, just tough. But it's take a fiddle. Same as Zayn, he is not main event caliber. He just, he come a champ for 9 days. That was to please the folks there across the pond, there in Saudi Arabia. That was all. Here's your flowers. Here's champ for 9, whatever day it was. The other thing that irks me is that if you're a champion, any champion, you should be there every Monday defending that title. Roman Reigns is notorious for being only show up, yit yak for a few minutes, and only defend that title on a PLE. Back then, if you didn't have to carry the title 30 days, you drop the title, lose the title. Time has changed. I don't care about that. It irks me when you got guys traveling around kind of country matches and get disqualified for various reasons. That's just a cop out. I don't know. It's very predictable, and even the people who I follow on special media say the same thing. They just pull their almighty hair out and like, W. Wait, I mean, yeah, there may be a silver lining to this, but we want results now. Should have to build something to WrestleMania. Should build now. Have feuds to now. Because a lot of we got some great wrestlers. Been underutilized. It's just they and their best product is not Raw or SmackDown. It's NXT. You got these young men and women from their farm system, I call it, who come from various backgrounds, and they put on better matches than the big boys do. I tell you, speaking of big boys, it's been forever since I actually saw a match where I could talk about it a month from now. Like, that was the best humdinger match I've ever seen. It's predictable. I can predict the matches just like that. Very, very rare I've been shocked by anything. Excuse me. Alright. So anyway, it's just predictable that wrestling has changed. And wrestling was better in the Attitude Era and the WCW. A lot better product. Like I say, NXT, Shawn Michaels, they're teaching these people how to promo, how you carry yourself in the ring, your finishing move. And finishing move, no more spears. My gosh. You got like 10 people in the roster do spears. Becky Lynch as a heel, it just don't sit well with me. I mean, I know they do things out of the ordinary. John Cena, to me, was a failed heel. It just didn't sit well with me. I mean, like when Hogan turned bad. It's that with me, but that's just me. I never forgave Hogan for that. Rest his soul. Um, but that's what it is. So, um, like I say, you got so WWE. A lot of folks that are probably shaking their mighty heads, like, what y'all smoking? It's not for the best. You can't get butts in the stands for your big shows, and you got a serious problem. So, AEW. This is the next one, Virginia here, owned by Tony Khan, and his father owned Jackson Jaguars, owns the team across the pond, soccer team, owned AEW, owns Ring of Honor. So, AEW has a standing roster of wrestlers. A lot of them are from WWE. Some are homegrown. Some of the storylines are suspect, but it's a better product than the WWE. Cool places WWE does not go at. Just ball fields, means golf courses. Just cool places. So, it's like I say. I mean, I like MJF, but he's probably the best heel that's out there, wrestling. Period. He just don't give a rat's ass. He tell you what's on his mind, and oh well, on the way. So, like I said, they got a talented roster. People from New Japan, TNA, WWE. So they do have a stacked roster, and they have the same roster also wrestles in Ring of Honor, which is a legendary program as well, legendary promotion as well. TNA used to have a standing roster. Sting, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, just Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Jeff Jarrett, to name a few. Scott Steiner was Kurt Angle, was name a few. So they had a standing roster. Well, the roster is not as talented as it was back then, but guys don't last forever, as far as wrestling goes. So then you have like your MWA, which used to be big back in the day, but they have. Then you got New Japan. New Japan, when they had the old guys a few years ago, put on a better product than their people here stateside. And their matches was unpredictable. You didn't know who's going to win until it actually happened. Maybe you should take note from them. So you got the independent leagues out there. You got a guy named Killer Cross who has won numerous titles out there, and he's doing well. He's not sitting there. I'm hoping he's taking the bull by the horns, and him and his wife been successful on the independent scene. Shotzi Blackheart, love her dearly. Think she's badass. She just give a flying flip. Ballsy. Also, her and Scarlett have a YouTube channel, Ghost Hunters. That's badass in my book. So, also, independent leagues. We have here in Mississippi, we have independent leagues. That's where it's at. If you want to see pure wrestling, go check out. If you're into wrestling, if you read a hardcore wrestling, check out your local scene. It's a better product. You'll have more fun, and it's cheaper than the big boys. These big events like your WrestleMania, if I'm up in nosebleed section, I almost see on the mat as a speck. I get more view as the screen's overhead. I really watch it at home. So I don't know. Wrestling has changed. a lot. Anyway, what's your take on wrestling? Let me know in the comments. Later. Bye.